usual. Hello there, and welcome to episode 129 of my series, where I try to play the towns, cities, and urban areas of Norway to a Geoguessr score of 25,000 points for each game. That is a perfect score. Today we are moving inland to the town of Elverum. And Elverum sits astride the longest river in Norway, the Glomma. And the reason why this place came into being was started in 1683 when they established a fort or fortress here, and to control some of the routes into central Norway from Sweden. And yeah, I never saw much action, I think, but yeah, it sort of grew slowly as a military place, and it was since joined by the hospital and a college, as well as more defense and army sites and facilities, and has now grown into a town that has about 15,500 people. So it's one of those places that's slowly growing, and today it is much larger than I think most Norwegians think it is. So, but I think it's a fairly modern place in most respects. I think most of the growth has happened in the past 50 years. And well, we got the railroad coming through here. We got both the line coming from Hamar and then running up the Glomma River all the way to Trondheim, and also the old railroad running down past Kongsvinger and both into Sweden and to Oslo. So it's a bit of a communication nexus as well for the inner reaches of southern Norway. So it pretty much serves this entire area here. There's a huge area with not very many people. So, and well, I've stopped a few times in Elverum while going either north or south, and my abiding memory of the place is pine. So let's see if that has any relevance to what we will be seeing as we get going. Well, this map I've seen a bit of action, and Knedli, who is present on many of my maps, has been here as well, and it's set a blinder over time. I'm not going to be anywhere near that, that's for sure. So let's see. This looks to be sort of downtown. It almost looks familiar, actually. Almost. Okay, so we've got a hotel. What sort of hotel is it? There's something called Elgstua, the Moose Lodge. And then we have a couple of museums that I've been to while I was a kid. Can we get into this roundabout? Yes, we can. I wonder... Yeah, this still looks familiar, though. Have I? I think I stopped here a few years ago to refuel and have something to eat. Let's see. That's the Forestry Museum and the Glomdal Museum, and the Museum of the Valley that the Glomma River has carved out. Yeah, I definitely stopped here. Okay, so that's a deja vu. Now, this is... Now, which side of the river is this on? This is on... Yeah, here's Elgstua. Right, so we are behind Esperanto Street? What on earth? Okay, so we're sort of in there somewhere. Well, This here must be... Whoa, that's a misalignment. So... yeah, so we must... There's some really weird things going on with the map here. But yeah, we are in the crossroads here with the Esperanto Street. Cool. Okay, always nice starting out somewhere you've been. I have definitely not been here though. And that's one of the weird things about this region on Geoguessr. A lot of the footage from this particular region is done in the middle of winter. CJ Hambro, he was a member of parliament from the Right Party, which is sort of an equivalent to the Tories in the UK. Munkedam Road and the Monk Pond Street. And he was, for quite some time, he was the President of Parliament. He was never part of a government, but he was President of Parliament, particularly when World War II came to Norway in 1940, and it has to be said that he pulled a lot of the weight that the government should have been pulling at the time, but the Prime Minister was rather prone with the Labour Prime Minister was rather prone with fears and anxieties and anguish for a while, and Mr. Hambro had to sort of shore up the government that was not of his choosing. Magnus Grete, right, that must be some local dignitary of some sort. I have no idea where we are. Well, I sort of have the feeling we're up here somewhere, but that's definitely not the case. Yeah, so during the start of World War II in Norway, like in April 1940, let's see, there's a people's high school in Elverum. It's sort of like, it's not a high school per se, and it's not a college, but it's a place you can attend after high school, or instead of high school even, to not to necessarily, okay, here we are, not to necessarily not to necessarily study stuff that will get you serve as a springboard for further education, but to study subjects that you would prefer to study for your own sake. And well, anyways, so at the public high school no, not the public, the people high school in Elverum, there was a meeting between German envoy and the Norwegian king at the time, and the German envoy wanted the king to surrender together with the government, who was also in the area, and the king said no, and well, had to flee with the government to England eventually. Now, let's see, so can we find Magnus Grede's road? And that's the, so we got CJ Hambro's road, but I'm really wondering, because this doesn't match. Oh wait, here's the Magnus Grede road. Okay, and where was that Munkedam road? The Monk, oh, that's here. Because right now we're on the Mustmo road, but I'm not quite sure if this is the Mustmo road. So this brings us onto CJ Hambro's road, and that's going to the west. So this, yeah, we must be on the Mustmo road. Okay. And is this the final house on the right? No, it's not. So let's see. So is it the second house then on the right? So this thing here must be that one. Yeah, because now we're going up to the bend. So we must be in next to this house. So that's the second one, and that's the third one. So 1, 2. So it must be here. Do we? Although, yes, that thing there is this one. So that's looking east, and we're looking slightly north of this house. But they're not that close together. Am I missing something here? No, but it sort of looks right. No. No, that's not right at all. Let's see. So that's that one. No, we're looking. Oh, right, we're looking. No, but they aren't that close together. What on earth am I missing? I'm missing something really vital here. Now, what on earth am I missing? So that thing there, that's definitely this one. And I got this house, which must be that. And we got the next house, which is this one. And then this and next house are put much too closely together. So I think we'll go with this house instead. Oh, this is so weird. This is so weird. Let's have a look at this. So this building has an extension backwards. Does this have it? Yes, it does. Oof. Tricky. Okay, so let's run with these houses. So let's go to the end of the road. This should be simple, but sometimes you don't quite get what you think you do. So, and of course now I'm in doubt whether this house, no, it's got to be this one, right? Well, it has to. Gods. No, this is that one. Okay, and then we go. No. Let's try that again. Ah, please, come on. There we are. Okay, then we have the. What? Okay, so now we're here. What is with this map? Let's see. So now we have this white house over here. Then we come up to this green house. And from the green house we come to the brown house. And from the brown house we come to what? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Sorry about taking so long about this. It's taken 10 minutes already. Ah. Okay, so okay, so here's the road, right? The summer and the winter maps don't look anything alike, or houses. So it's the green house, which is that one, and then we go on to the brown house, or black house, which is this one. Then we come to the white house, which is this one. And then we go on to the yellow house, which is that one. Right, okay. Now at least we have it confirmed without a doubt. So we should be about here. I'm sorry for that taking meaninglessly long. We got a history lesson in at least. Okay, so here we are in the crossroad with the 2. Leading onto the 25 and the 3, and this is High Street or Main Street, Storgata. Meaning, well, basically meaning the big street. And also to the regional office of the NRK, which is the Norwegian state television network, akin to the BBC. Okay, so Grøndalsbakken is closed for through traffic. Is that the name of the street then? There's another street coming up over here called Andreas Königs Road. Okay. Königs could be pretty much anyone. Let's say, yes. Okay, here we are. So I know there was a rather creative family called the Königs, and he might be part of that. There we go. Isn't this just up? No. I thought we were actually just up the road from where we just were. But that's not. Okay, so Caravan Center. No particular TV show that would like to go berserk in a place like this. And not in the good way. That's the road authorities. How about naming this road? Well, that's sort of odd. You got the road authorities here, and they haven't even got around to naming their own road. Of course, that's a local responsibility. It's not the responsibility of the government. It's a Toyota dealership, and what's this? Svenskor Installations and the car tire barn. And then there's the question of whether I can get this image to load or not. There we are. Westwoods. Mekonomen, that's a car repair franchise. And yeah, I'm wondering if we are. Let's see, so we're heading west by a slightly southern bent. So that means we're not out here. Well, no, that's a traffic station. Here we are. Here's the Svenskar installation. Here's the road authorities. So right now we're on the Torolf Storsvens Road. And this is the Huntsman's Trail. And that's the Caravan Center. Let's see. So can we use the Caravan Center for this? Ooh, not really. Can we use anything else? This tower thingy over there, which must be, oh no. Look at this. This is just a travesty. But we are coming up on this intersection here. And let's see. We're not that far away from it. So if I plonk the marker there, I shouldn't be too far off. Close enough. Good. Okay, moving on. Another residential area. Outskirts of town. Moving south, we got road signs coming up over there, so let's see what it says. Right, we're right on the outskirts of town. And which road are we on? We're probably on the 2. Or... wow, that was hard to read. We're on the 20. Right, yeah. Well, I think it has since become 2. So that... So how far out are we? It must be down, like down here. Look at the misalignment. Whoa. Of the layers. Everything is like right out in the street. Ooh, okay, so we got a bus stop here. Could that be helpful? So let's see, where do we have bus stops here? It's not this one, because we had this whopping great field here. We're definitely not that far out. So where do we have a field on that side of the road? Let's see, I guess the river, yeah, I think the river is running down here. But we must have a bit of a margin. So could we be here? That sort of seems likely, doesn't it? So let's see, yes. So if the bus stop is up here, that road down there, what is it called? It is called Johan Folk. Yeah, bingo. Johan Folkberger was an author. Right now he's standing on top of this one. He was an author, but was sort of a little befuddled. Well, he was an author, and he was quite famous for describing life in the mining town of Røros, which we visited not too long ago, I think. No, wait a minute, have we been there yet? No, I don't think we've been to Røros yet. Okay, so we are, let's see, that white house up there. Okay, we are well beyond that. This road is called something beginning with A, probably Arnstein's Road. Yeah, that works. And I'm not going to trust the buildings here, so I'm going to say Sigrid Undset's Road. Well, she's one of our 3 Nobel laureates in literature. Or was. There we are. Oh, we're done. Okay. I thought there was like 2 or 3 more rounds left, but yeah, the last 3 rounds went rather more quickly than the second one did. So that is episode 129 and Elverum done. Well, yet again, no sign of the central areas downtown, but yeah, well, it's a fairly decent spread. And another history lesson in. So yeah, and please check in tomorrow for episode 130. Until then, bye-bye.